one thing we've done very recently that was pretty important was we voted down the gas rate increase. And of course, it's not just one increase. I think it was 3 years of 9% each year. So it was a 27% increase in gas rates. And we're in the middle, of course, of all the electric rate increases. And so I said earlier something that might be kind of incorrect. You know, I was saying this green energy plan or the carbon action plan is going to bankrupt the county, but that's not really what happens. I mean, it's just the budget there has to balance in the utilities department. So what they do is endlessly increase fees and rates. And so this, just the recent meeting, we voted the water rate increase, it went through, and we voted down the gas rate increase because we've seen too many of those and we want explanations of how they go. And the majority of the council voted to not raise the rate again. So they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and come back with a good reasoning, like, when does this end? And my opinion is that as long as you follow the carbon action plan, you're going to have rate increases going on into the future as far as you can see, because it will always cost more. And they have no plan at all to control those costs. Their plan is just to keep billing more. And then that affects everything in our whole county. So we have to, I think it's an issue for the election, you know, that this is a concerted problem, that there's no intent to stop the rate increases. There's no intent to gain control of those costs. And they'll be driven by all of the future plans that are already in the official county plan for the utilities department. And I think it'll be, catastrophic, certainly for middle class people. And there are a lot of councilors who don't care at all. But I think that that's something that should be our job, to represent everyone. And I think that's why I'm voting against almost all of them. I want to hear a plan about when is this going to end? When do the rates stop going up? Because I don't see the reasoning they're using and the planning they're using, well, this goes on forever, because certainly gas rates that we pay, our wholesale rate is really low. We've gotten really good prices lately because natural gas is a byproduct of all the new oil development in the world with the directional drilling and the fracking. And now there's a lot more natural gas. Natural gas prices wholesale are way down. But our utilities department needs to raise the rate, and that needs an explanation. You know, that you can't have such low prices and have a big rate increase at the same time.